YouTube Rando here. So I wanted to share an ammo score. We picked up quite a bit of ammo the other day from Military Shooters LLC. If I remember, I'll put a link below to their website. They have some pretty good deals on some ammo sometimes. I usually go through there and I'll buy a box of what I'm looking for, and then I'll just add on a few extra boxes of this and that and the other. And that's what I did in this one. I don't quite recall what I paid per box on the other ammo, like this stuff or that stuff, but on top of what you see here, I also got my mom some 38 Special Hornady Critical Defense Light. So it's the pink ones. It's supposed to be a lighter load, so it shouldn't kick as hard. At Taurus, I got her. It's really, really lightweight. It's an ultralight. And with 38 Special Plus P or 38 Special, 38 Special Plus P has some good kick to it. And then just regular 38 Special, to me, really doesn't kick, but to my mom it does. So I went ahead and got her some Critical Defense Light, and I don't know, maybe she could shoot that a little better. So they're not here, but the rest of them are represented, and I paid, I think it was $100 for every single thing. So all the ammo together, and I do remember what these run, because this is why I went there. I wanted some more 22 calibre. We were running low, and they had 500 round bricks for $44.99, less than 10 cents a bullet. You can't beat that when it comes to these, because whenever the 22 shortage came up and everybody was going crazy looking for it, I paid like 50 cents a round for these things. They were super expensive. After I paid shipping and everything, they weren't cheap, I'll put it like that, and I got them from Alamo Ammo. And then I just happened to be on the site the other day, and they had bricks of 500 of these. And like I said, $44.99. I paid shipping on it, but also paid shipping on these. The PDX ones we don't really shoot, and I already have a box of 10 of them, but I wanted some more. So we went ahead and picked some up. These are 12 gauge, and these are 2 3/4. They were on clearance. I believe it was the clearance. I forget what exact section they were in, but they were super cheap. Because they discontinued this ammo. I don't think Hornady is going to make it anymore for the Z-Shot, double-aught Z-Shot, or whatever they call it. I don't think they're going to be making these anymore, so maybe they were just trying to get rid of them or had a bunch of extra cases or something. But I believe Hornady discontinued these rounds. And then I also got some Hornady, which this stuff's just critical defense with a green tip and brass casing. I got some 45 ACP for the HP 45 carbine we have, and for everything it was $100. Couldn't beat that. Also, the pawn shop, every time I go in there, he has ammo. He buys ammo, and he'll buy single rounds, he'll buy entire boxes, spam cans, whatever you have, but he buys it for really cheap. And from what I understand, he paid like a nickel a round for this bag, and these are 38 Special, and then there's also some 30-30 down in here. And I gave them like $5. I want to say there's roughly maybe a little less than 50 rounds in here, so roughly 10 cents a piece on these. Not a bad price for a whole bag of 38 Special. And like I said, it's even got some 30-30 down in there, and 30-30 ain't cheap. It's not super expensive, but it is loose rounds, so take it with what you will. I would sure shake the round really well and maybe bang it up against something a little bit. Tap it against the table before you use them, but we're going to shoot them. I'll take them out to the range if nothing else and shoot them off. RP, not sure who makes them. Just says 38 Special RP, so not positive, but I think for the price it was worth it. If I get half of them, you know, even if half of them messed up and wouldn't fire, I still got my money's worth out the other half, just to have some fun with the 38 Special and a few rounds in the 30-30. So I thought that was kind of cool. Every time I go in there, I go look in his ammo case, because he always has something in there. And I like buying his loose rounds because they're real cheap. He don't pay a lot for them. So he don't charge a lot for them. So I always, pick those up. One thing he can't keep in right now, 22. I don't know what's going on with 22 again, but it's getting harder and harder to find them. Usually he has a couple of bulk, Remington or something in there. At one point he had a bunch of like 1 gallon buckets full of 22 reloads, and he don't have any of that stuff anymore. So I don't know if there's another ammo scarce coming around, or we've already gone through. Like I said, I don't buy ammo a whole lot. In fact, that right there is all my ammo, besides what's in my bug out bag and a couple of kits here and there. My truck, I got a little bit of ammo in my truck. Not a whole lot though, so we don't buy a whole lot of ammo, and when we do, we usually shoot it. we don't stockpile ammo at all. So these Calibris, we'll go through these this year between me and my kids. So I like shooting, and I like shooting around the house more than anything. I don't like going out to the gun range and giving them all my money, so I can shoot those around the house. Those are 22. They're really, really quiet, so I like those. We'll probably do a video on those one day. That's actually what I used to do the giveaway. When I shot the board with the numbers on it, that's the rounds I use right there. So they make a Super Calibri too, and those are really excellent. Those would be good for like small game hunting and whatnot, but those right there are good for plinking in the backyard with a bolt action rifle, or a just anything that's not semi-auto, because it's not going to cycle the weapon. So but like I said, we might do a video on it. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.